And with state champion coach John Ivelo, and that's got to feel pretty good, I mean, now, but that season's gone and into the next season and starting over here. But I know you got a freshman out here, a freshman linebacker. It doesn't look like a freshman. In fact, his name is Tough. I mean, just think about all the great things a guy like me can come up with Tough on the air. I mean, it's a great name, but he doesn't look very intimidated. Just looks like he's going to be a gamer for you.
He's at home here, and he's fighting for a starting spot, and he will see the field this year.
Yeah, he's pretty. I mean, but are you impressed at all with some kids, on the field now, out of the weight room?
Sure.
Kids that have put on some speed and some weight.
Sure, that's everybody out here actually. Tough's one of them. He's got a great football sense, awareness. They taught him well at the lower level there, and some of these other young kids. Jaden Huff's younger brothers are both up with us as sophomores. They're both looking to fight for starting spots on the defense. So, yeah, we got a little McNulty, a sophomore, up with us too, and we're throwing them right out there into the fire. We're testing them and see if they can stay with us. If they can play, they'll be with us. If they can't, we'll send them down.
Don't look like obviously, no one's going to, every year you're not going to tell me what you got or what you don't got. It happens every year. But it's no secret. But, I mean, you guys do, there's a level of confidence right away. You can see the difference this year to last year, coming in knowing that, hey, we're the defending state champions. That's all there's to it. And that confidence really does help you a little bit, doesn't it?
It does. From our guys, from their attitude just coming out from day one. We don't really have to tell them to work hard in the weight room. We don't have to tell them to work out here. Some mental mistakes, that happens and stuff, but they'll patch that up. Heck, we've only been practicing for, 10, 11 days, so.
Everyone's going to talk about Aaron Bailey, but is it nice that his collegiate, the question of where he's going to attend college out of the way, especially this early in the season?
Sure.
Just to focus on the season at hand.
That's fine. I think that's what he wanted to do, and like I said, he made a good choice, I think, and we're happy for him. And how we can get on with our season. You're right. You said it all, Bobby.
Plainfield South, you got game one. I talked to Coach Bublitz last week, and he said, I'd like to, I asked him, I said, what are you going to do to prepare for that first game? And he said, well, how do you prepare for Aaron Bailey? He said, even Frank Lente said at the end of the game, we spent 3 weeks trying to figure out how to stop that kid, and it didn't work.
Right.
So you almost got to try to find a way to contain him. But again, last year you guys, got a 35-7 win over Plainfield South. They're coming back. They still feel like, hey, there's a target on your back. Not so much necessarily because you're in conference, but the fact that you're a state champion. Every kid wants to play you guys. Do you feel like that is going to help or hurt you guys during the season?
For anybody to come in here and play, on our field, their field, it doesn't matter. Our kids are ready to play. They love the game of football. They've worked hard for it. This is boring. We're ready for the season.
Ready to get the season going. Any nice surprises that caught you off guard? Just guys that you thought, hey, they matured or they developed a little bit more in the offseason than you thought they would?
Very happy with the three sophomores, the freshmen, and that are out here right now on our defense. And trust me when I say, they could all start. We don't know. We don't care. They put in the time in the weight room. They know what they're doing. They're tough. They're physical. So play them. Why waste their time down on the lower levels? Make a name for yourself with the big boys.
Do you approach the season any differently than you have in past years? Being that you won a state championship, do you feel any pressure?
I just remind the guys all the time, hey, the goal's a repeat. That's very hard to do. You can't let down, etc. Just basically keep on about the little things. That's about it. Breaking the huddle, running up to the line, assignments. That's more than anything right now. Like I said, they're going to work hard in the weight room on their own. They're going to know their plays. It's just the technique, carrying out the plays, breaking the huddle, getting to the line, the intangibles, the little stuff that makes good teams great.
This is your last year with Aaron, and what can you say about him to this point, beyond just the football player that most people see on Friday nights? Well, what are you going to miss most about Aaron after this season's over? I mean, in terms of leadership, or
I think just his ability to make a play out of nothing. I mean, we don't have to necessarily block everybody for him to make one guy miss. We can leave guys unblocked, and if they got a stud outside linebacker, maybe we'll send two guys at him and say, Aaron, you beat the middle, or you beat the corner, or you beat the safety. We've done that a lot of times, and it's something we continue to do this year. It's what our offense is predicated on. We find a weakness. We got 12 sets of eyes watching for it, and we attack the weakness.
Anything that you can say, coming, looking at your conference this year, Lickaway East has got to reload. I mean, they lost a lot of talent on their offense, so they got a lot of new guys coming in,
Sure.
skilled position players coming in. Have you got a chance to see them yet?
Nobody.
Being your nemesis?
Nope, nobody. We're working on teaching our kids our offense, our defense. We do the 7-on-7, and that's just, I guess for the defense to get their drops more than anything. But, we don't throw a heck of a lot. We're a running team. But, if you saw the state title game, you saw we experimented with the shotgun. We've got a package out of that. I think that's going to be the hardest thing for teams to determine. Hey, what are we preparing for? The shotgun package, the under center package, and then just preparing for option football in a week. It's hard to do. So that's why we run it. Nobody else does.